Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
What are Croatians really like? True stereotypes and culture shocks.
What is one true stereotype that people have about Croatians?
That we are tall, but if you go to the western part closer to Slovenia, like one of my brothers-in-law is from there, and he's shorter, and he's a family
Wow, so shady.
Why is the blood catching strange though? The thing is though, I don't know, I would have never thought of Croatians as tall. Not saying they're short, but to me like tall, stereotype, I would say the Netherlands for whatever reason. I think the Netherlands, like, I think they have like, they might be the tallest in Europe. Maybe that's why. But my stereotype for the Netherlands would be tall. I wouldn't have that stereotype for Croatians though. I don't know. But maybe they are tall. I'm not saying they're not.
Are allowed.
Just never heard that stereotype.
First, we like to eat and drink. That's true.
Susretljivi su, vole upoznavati nove ljude, vole piti alkohol, vole se veseliti, a vole i plakati. Imaju emocije, osjećaje, naravno tu ima miješane krvi jer je bilo svega tokom ovih stoljeća.
Do you think it's true that they're warm, hospitable?
Yeah, I think it's true.
Is it more towards the Dalmatian coast or more Zagreb?
I think Zagreb is more friendly, more...
Iskreni.
It's authentic, genuine.
Yeah, genuine. People here is more...
Rude?
Yeah,
Thinking about money. First, money.
gets more money.
I guess before we delve into this, what are your stereotypes of Croatians?
I don't know.
Well, based on our reactions.
Oh, before that.
Before
that,
the reactions,
know
honestly, I wouldn't have
about
anything. I
Croatia.
wouldn't have much to say, yeah. But now,
Now that I know about Croatia,
yeah.
I love the brick.
You love the bird. What? I asked what their stereotypes, not what you like. The
Okay.
feeling.
Let's see. That you have to try the olive oil.
Right, me too. I would say they love wine, they love olive oil. So I guess because they love wine, in turn they drink a lot.
And then they really like old cheese.
Oh, cheese, yeah. Yeah, I would say they love truffle.
Oh yeah.
Truffle is a big thing. And
I don't know if I saw too much to understand how the people are.
right.
I see like places to go, what to do, what to eat.
Oh, they're very love their coffee break, very chill. Because remember they said the coffee takes 2 hours to take a coffee. Very.
Oh, that's true.
So
that's true.
very kind of chill. Yeah, that too.
Is this the place they fight over Tesla?
What do you fight over Tesla? Yeah.
Like Tesla is from
Croatia, but
here.
yeah, I think he's from Croatia, but he's Serbian or something like that, right?
Oh, yeah.
I
And other inventions too.
Oh
come
no,
from
definitely,
Croatia.
definitely a lot of them. But I don't know how would you stereotype that? They're inventors.
I feel like
they
maybe
invent a lot, I guess.
maybe I would say that as an outsider, then Croatia is underrated because not too much is talked about.
That I do agree. Before reactions, I
Yeah.
didn't really know much about. I knew there's soccer team. That's it.
No, I didn't know one thing. I will know other Eastern countries, but Croatia wasn't one of the countries.
I
was
will say it's very underrated because now that we're seeing, there's a lot of cool things, a lot of inventions coming out, a lot of history there. Yeah.
Money. We don't like working. When you love this job, what you doing, we are expert, number one in the world.
We are not from here. Where are you from? From Virovitica. We hear that people from there is very lazy because they start at 9 a.m. and they are, we'll go there later. So more lazy than people from Montenegro or less lazy? I don't know.
So
Do you
as
agree
I
with
said,
stereotype
that
you think
chill
Croatians
factor.
from the coast are lazy?
No.
No, not true.
No. Maybe sometimes. But
Croatians, they say all the time, pomalo, pomalo. It's true?
Right.
yes, just slowly, and we are not busy. We don't like business, just business. For example, you're a nice girl, I want to see you, something sitting, macchiato drink, or something. That's better.
What does it mean, pomalo, when people say that?
Well, that's also a way of life, of course. Just take it easy,
That's nice.
no hurry. You can do it also tomorrow, something. Leave it.
Do you live by this way of life?
Sometimes, yes. If I'm not sure if I need to do that today, I can leave it for tomorrow.
Do you say that in Zagreb or no?
No.
Things move fast.
People come here.
You know who
where
you look
where
like to me? You know who you look like to me?
Her. I don't know. Maybe we took some mentality from I don't know Vienna or something like that. You go to Uganda, it's similar, like in Zagreb. So Slovenia and Croatia, here we're melting point between every, because in Zagreb there are many people from Bosnia and Herzegovina living here, so they give us this spirit. Zagreb people, we're a little bit boring, I have to admit, you know? We're too polite, we're too, I don't know, we're too West.
I think that we are rude. People say what they really think here, no matter how harsh it is sometimes.
Really?
I was born here. My mom's Croatian and my dad's American.
I didn't get rude from Croatians. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't. Like even in our comments, I feel like Croatians' comments are not rude.
Yeah.
Like there's some countries' comments are rude. I feel like Croatians are not rude.
And they seem rude to Americans because Americans aren't used to being direct. But here, it's better to be direct than not say anything at all. Like, especially if it helps. Like, I would rather tell someone, hey, that shirt doesn't suit you. You can put on another one to compliment your face. Like, we mean well when we say it. We're not rude. And then to someone else who doesn't have experience with such bluntness, they would be like, oh, you're not complimenting me? Like, what's going on? And we're like, no, we're honest. We want you to look good, so look good.
We are tough and no filters, but we are always there for each other.
Propuk is a huge thing. A pensioner or someone, they're like, oh, the draft can kill you. They always say you shouldn't be in the draft with wet hair because you get sick, you get...
Oh, yeah, very superstitious. Yeah. That's another one. Yeah, superstitious. Yeah.
Old or whatever. It's true. It is true. But sometimes people, especially older ladies, they make like this boogeyman out of the draft, and it's like, just close the window.
Žene su jako lijepe, muškarci su jako snažni.
Balkan women really dressing up in China with their best, and the men just like fully not trying at all.
That is true. Men dress up for work if they have to, but when you see them off work, they're all like in tracksuits, like almost like those memes, you know. But women, yeah, they really take care of their looks. The other day I had to deal with my electricity bill and I had to go to the place for it. I came there all dressed up, like hair down, makeup, and one of them took my form and he filled it for me, the whole thing. Day after, I go to self-serve car wash. I look like how I would look on a regular basis in Canada. I didn't know how to start the machine. And I called the guy who works there. Excuse me, I don't know what to do. He takes that gun from me and you gotta read. You gotta read.
So basically a completely different treatment if you look at it.
Different treatment.
What is the true stereotype that people have about Balkans?
It's not the same to be a Serb or Croatian or from Bosnia, you know. So, for example, I have many friends in Belgrade. They think that Croat guys are like girls, you know. We're not real men, etc., etc. So I don't know. Slovenians are the most cultural ones. They're like Austrians. Then Croatia mix of something. Then if you want to meet real guys, then you go to Belgrade or Sarajevo and things like that. So that's stereotype here.
Why do Serbians think that Croatian men are not real men?
I don't know, ask them. Maybe because the way we talk, it's fun for them, the way we talk. We are trying to be polite, they're like really...
Macho,
yeah, direct, yeah, and they all have beards, of course, you know, so, yeah. So it's always funny, they're always making fun of us, but we love them.
If a foreigner is coming to Croatia, what do you think is something...
Why do you only ask him for stereotypes? I wanted to see others' point of views for stereotypes
I guess
too.
maybe he's actually saying them, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, I guess.
That might surprise them a little bit about the people, the mentality.
Stranci se čude, Hrvati vole počastiti ljude bez obaveza. Ono, gle, stranci su, ma daj popis nama, veseli se uživaju, vole upoznavati ove ljude. Neki me to malo scary, ono, zašto me časti, gdje ste ima neki Steven motiv. Ne.
Something curious I wanted to point out is my experience of going to this bar to do the interview. Me and Yelena and my help were treated incredibly. We got offered shots and shots and shots of rakia. And this really made me think about the Croatian culture and Balkan culture in general. Is that in Canada everyone's equally polite, but you cannot expect these kind of surprises. Whereas in Croatia, you may not get the best treatment, where someone maybe grew up even downright rude because they're not in a good mood. But seconds later, they kind of like you and they want to treat you to something, and they will do so because they simply want to, with nothing expected in return.
When I was in Brussels,
what did she try to? I don't understand.
I guess you can get different moments, but you get to really appreciate the kindness of people. Whereas in Canada, it's always expected people are going to be nice. That's how I took from it.
I didn't really get the point.
Expats, we work together all the time, but if you want to meet a Belgian person, it's almost impossible. And in Croatia, when people see foreigners, they're like, oh my god, just come, there's a shot, or come to my house and things like that. So I would say that not only in Croatia, but also Balkans, we are warm. Like, we want to hang out and talk to people, meet new people.
My experience here is when you go out with your friend.
Maybe, yeah, you know, like, maybe like in Lithuania even too. Because the country is kind of monolithic a little bit. So everybody's the same. So when you meet people from like, we're more like interested to learn something new, you know, to get to know their culture a little bit, to learn something. Whereas, because you know, here in the States, everybody's so mixed, and all the cultures are mixed and everything. So it's it's not a big deal, you know. There it's kind of more like a big deal, so that's why people were like more friendly. Oh wow, you know, let's go. Like they want to get to know you a little bit, learn more about the culture and everything. So I think that might be like Eastern Europe thing.
Friends or someone, they're less likely to have the phone on the table, the phone in their hand, phone easily accessible. In Australia, it's very common. You'll go to a restaurant and majority of people there will be on their phones texting. Even if they look like they're on a date, they'll still be on their phones, which I'm not seeing as much here. A lot of American people, like especially older ones, I can say from experience because my grandparents have come here a couple of times. They come from a small town in the States and everyone knows each other and everyone's smiling and everything. And when they come here, they look at people, smile at them or say hi or something, and then people look weird at them. Because, I mean, as much as people are connected here, because people jokingly say that Zagreb is a village metropolis, because everyone knows each other and it's like small but big. They tend to find it weird that we seem a bit more closed off at first. When it comes to Balkan people, especially Croatians, it's just, you know, at first you're closed off and then you're like, hey, you're my friend, whatever.
You know, in Canada, they're like, yes.
I see. It's slow to warm up.
Yeah, I think once again that's Eastern Europe thing as a whole,
nation or the whole North America, they are like, you can do whatever you set your mind to. But here is like, you can't do anything. You have to finish your school, university, get a job, get married, have kids, at least 3.
Everything different. For example,
yeah, kind of similar in Lithuania too. That the dream chasing is not as thing as it is here in the States. I would say maybe things have changed now, but it used to be like that.
if you lunch in one restaurant and you visit Croatia next year in the same restaurant, the meat maybe will be so bad.
Quality is getting worse.
Sometimes quality got down, sometimes up. It's not that always go down.
People are just starting to work on mental health.
What are you saying?
The quality of the meat
So
can go up or down depending on where you are.
but what does that have to do with Croatia?
Like the... I don't know.
Now I'm trying to understand the things. So when I had this nervous breakdown,
That's like universal thing.
my best friend from Canada, she advised me to see a therapist. And my best friend from Croatia, she advised me to see an exorcist. I can't make this shit up.
So in Australia, obviously,
Yeah, the therapy thing, I feel like it's definitely very like American. Like again, things may have changed, but back in the day, Lithuania, ain't nobody need no therapy. You know, here, like everybody needs a therapist. So I don't know.
like the policing is much more strict, to say the least. It's harder to talk yourself out of a parking ticket or a speeding ticket, or it's not so much of a problem. So yesterday I parked illegally. I played a little bit dumb and pulled the half English, half Croatian and talked my way out of it. But more or less you can have the attitude of like, look, you and I both know I'm not paying this fine. So
that's a really great thing in everyday life, unless shit hits the fan.
Absolutely. Then you need to pull out the cash and start bribing for sure.
Like North America and Australia, when alcohol is measured, right? Because there's like only a certain amount that you're allowed and you pay extra if not.
Yeah. Whereas here the bartenders will be drunk themselves. So.
But I see with one of my sisters, so she still lives in Sesota, that's where I grew up, but she has 3 kids, her brother-in-law has 2 kids, their best friend has 3 kids, and they are all kind of same age, and they all live like this little commune, like, and everyone is just taking care of each other's kids, and if I can't pick it up, you will pick it up. They're all just, you know, together. Kids in Canada are truly iPad kids.
I've been to Croatia many times throughout my life, namely the Dalmatian coast, and this is the first time that I have actually gone to the capital city, Zagreb. And the first thing that I noticed upon checking into my Airbnb was the park next door. I live in Canada.
I guess she's the owner of the channel, because we never like see her like that. It's not our first time reacting to the channel, but never seen her like that do a monologue.
And you don't often see so many parents and kids and grandparents all in one space. Parks were filled with people, with families, with kids running around. And it gave me a very nostalgic feeling, you know, something that we don't feel that often. I mean, it's a feeling that I used to feel when I was a kid and I was growing up in Eastern Europe, and something that I really miss in our North American world.
Depending where you live in Australia, for the most part, you'll be driving everywhere. You drive to the door of the restaurant. You go inside, you sit, you go back, you sit in the car and you drive home and then you go to bed. Here, you walk everywhere. After dinner, it's not uncommon to go for even even an hour stroll before you go home, and that's something that really drew me to this lifestyle. Yes, you can get that in Sydney, but it's just not the same, and it doesn't feel the same.
Well, what have been some of the difficult things to get used to?
I got a job at one really popular, big, huge Croatian TV company. I worked there for 7 weeks, got a nervous breakdown, quit, and have no interest in working for Croatian companies other than mine anymore. My boss was this 60-year-old Croatian man, and he would spend his time with his feet on the table, cursing and just treating us like an asshole, you know? That's just a short part of the story. I don't want to get...
But I think that's just one person. I don't know if you can say that. I'm sure there's people like that everywhere. Though. I don't know if you can summarize a country based on one experience.
So I won't go into details. When I quit, everyone was like, you are crazy. How could you quit? It was such a great job. You can make so much progress there. And every boss in Croatia is an asshole. After 10 years in Canada, and now I'm back here, I'm trying to live this Canadian life philosophy where I'm trying to take the best from each part, you know. Be a little bit calmer, but also be a little bit more honest, you know, mind my own business, take care of my mental health, but still be there for my family and friends.
See an exorcist?
Yeah, see an exorcist!
Alrighty, interesting.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, and as always, share as much kindness as possible.